Yo, what is going on? It's your man G-Star Games, and today we are playing some more Rory Mcilroy PGA Tour Golf. We're coming up in the Alberta Classic, so let's just jump straight into it. I raged last time because I kept slicing the ball, and to be honest, I've not played the game since then. So yeah, let's see what today brings. I'm not a big fan of this golf course. I don't like it. But let's see what happens. You never know. On the first episode, I said I was shit at the game, and then I fucking eagled the first hole. So nobody knows what's going to happen on the PGA Tour. So let's get into the first episode.
EA Sports
And let's mute my television because I forgot to again, as we join the race for the FedEx Cup.
It's opening round coverage of the Alberta
So we are in 8th place.
Just tuning in.
We are already
here at the fourth.
on the 4th hole.
Early in the round, still holding steady,
Par
even par on the
3.
day.
Yeah, it's got that feel it could go either way here. Next few holes will probably tell us which way.
Yeah, that's not a bad start.
Try up next.
Obviously I'd like to be closer towards the hole.
Par currently.
But I mean, as long as I don't fuck it up, as long as I get it close enough. Wow, we were a long way out there.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Yeah, as long
Locked
as
in
I
on the read.
get close enough for the par, I'm happy. But that's what's wrong with us
That's
at the
par.
minute.
And that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for
We've
the
hit
round.
too many pars.
Back on
We
the
need
tee
to
here
start
at Banff
nailing
Springs,
birdies
fifth
more
hole,
often.
24-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting
need
to
the
try and hit a
birdies.
draw, because that's the way in
But
which
let's
the
get
hole is
a bit of
shaped.
top spin on it.
The main goal is to
As
make
we are
sure
gonna go
that
into
you
the
can take
fucking
that
rough.
second bunker, the one on the left side, out of
But
play
we
with
hit
that tee
over
shot.
300 yards.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
I don't mind that. So again, bit of top spin. I don't mind that either, because I'd
So the
rather
second of the
chip
par 4 goes begging.
on the green
Now we'll have to
than
rely on the short game.
pot.
A short game, as we all know,
So
can
again,
redeem a lot of mistakes.
Plenty of
See if he does it
top
here.
spin. Get in the hole. There we go.
Well, who knows?
First
It is
birdie
a
of the round.
tournament, setting himself up for a good
Puts us up to
weekend, maybe a
3rd
great
place.
one. Young star makes
We are
his birdie.
only 3 shots
Frank, as we
behind the
arrive here
leader.
at the par 4 6th hole, reasonably short at 373 yards. A lot of golfers
As I slice
arrive
that
at
slightly
a
to the
hole like
left.
this and they'll think, well, I'm just going to blast it away because it's such a short 4. You think these kinds of
I like
holes
these
require a little more
courses.
thinking.
They certainly do, Rich. If you can't drive it to the front
I mean,
edge
look,
of
that
the
was
green,
just right
there's no point
313.
really trying to hit it through that narrow neck. You just sort of knock a 3-wood down there, or something that's going to
Which
give you a
means
decent yardage where you can at least spin
we're
that
gonna
second
try the
shot.
bird-
You can guarantee that ball's going to stop when it
Try
lands.
the eagle.
It's going to be much easier than trying to fashion
Bit of
some sort of
backspin.
pitch and run.
Well, a bit far away. But
That
that
is an
gives us a
excellent
good chance
play
for
right
another
there. The
birdie.
approach, giving him another good look. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum
Oh.
can quickly go in the right direction if
There's
he
a bit
makes
of a
this.
fucking steep
Well, there's
left
an
leg,
opportunity
innit?
wasted.
Well,
Just knock it in for a
as
par.
long
and
as we get
Let's forget about
par,
this one.
move on
Golf
to the
is not
next
about
one.
perfect.
Frank, how does that par help his cause?
Certainly
We need a
doesn't hurt
couple
him.
more birdies. I think this is our last hole, isn't it?
602-yard Par 5, 7th
Yeah.
hole, Frank. I'm guessing you want to take the big stick out and let it rip here.
Saw Rory Mcilroy hit his tee shot here so far he had an iron out.
Let's try and get it as high as we can. Go to 85.
Frank, not overly
283.
long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah, this is not heading in the right direction.
You know, looks like it's going to be in the
Maybe
rough.
he's not.
In the thick stuff.
But as long as we're not in a
It's brutal
bunker.
out there.
About 80 yards left, Frank.
Yeah, that'll do. Plenty of top spin on it. Try and get it onto the green. Gives us a good chance for birdie.
Well, from that shot there,
We need
you
to
would
sink
have
this,
thought for sure
guys.
that there was no chance he had of finding the green. That was some shot.
Let's go there because it's a bit of a steep left. Oh, fucking hell, it's still miles away.
You hate to miss the short ones.
Go
Ouch. Standing over
Let's
this
just
putt,
get it in.
concentrating on the read.
For par. We'll take that for the day 1 under.
Good stroke right there. That's a par.
I'm happy with that.
And stays at 1 under.
It's obviously going to have
Second
to
round
try and...
coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our
oh,
entire
fuck, he's
crew,
went 5 under.
I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank
So we're now
Navalo. So long for
4
now.
shots off the lead. But our mid-game's gone up. We are now 8 shots off the lead. Wowzers. Since when did it go to fucking 9 under? But never mind that. Let's just try and get as many birdies as we can. It hasn't bumped us up any spots, we're still 1 under. Hopefully get a few more birdies today.
Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour.
Let's go.
Today
Let's
it's
go,
live
let's go.
second round coverage of the Alberta Classic.
Fucking hell, he's fucking 12 under. Well,
And Frank, ahead on the green, you could have a really crazy
the cut line is -2.
This is probably the most undulating green on the golf course, so you do not want to be going in with too flat a second shot.
See, because it's only 4 holes and it simulates the rest of them, you don't have a chance of winning, do you? Unless you play the full 18 holes.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Pretty stout.
I mean, I
second
can't be
shot
bothered
here
to
at
play
par 4,
18 holes.
15th. And Frank, what's the right way to shape this one?
So we're
It's
just
actually
going
one
to
of
have
the
to
few shots
try
you
our
probably want to
best.
get left to right. Notice the entry of the green is more on that left side of the green.
Yeah.
Green does
Yeah.
pitch back to the far as
Oh,
well,
why
so
they
it's
didn't that go in?
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll
I
be
mean,
interesting to see how
We
he
are
reads this
81st
line.
place. Getting the hole. 81st
Well, at
place.
last, a
The
birdie.
cut line is -2, which we're on now. That bumps
Frank,
us
the
up to
16th hole,
59.
414 yards, par
So we're on
4
the
is
cut
nicknamed
line.
GOAT. Would that
We have
be
3
greatest of
holes
all
left.
time, or is it just because the
So
possibility
that's
you can
theoretically
still Billy out there?
5
Canadian
under.
Rockies.
I'd like to think it's the
Which
greatest of all time. I'm
we
gonna
need
say
to
go
get
a draw,
more or
that's
less.
why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a
But-
fairway, you'll certainly have.
No, mate, I'll fuck it up. Right. Cut the hole. Yeah, that should be a good shot for birdie.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie.
Whether we can get it
Par
or not.
yesterday. Now for birdie.
Let's try that. That looks good. Yes. There's another birdie. Birdie.
Watches that one
We're
go in
still
as
10
well.
shots off the
Get to
lead, like.
-3.
But that moves us up at
Frank, as we make our
33rd.
way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance.
I
for a
suppose
birdie.
It certainly
anywhere
is.
in the
Anytime
top
you see a
20
hole today under 400
I
yards,
can be
par
happy
four,
with.
that is, you know you're going to get a short on your iron. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand.
And I
with a
mean,
good tee shot. Just avoid the
we
bunkers
have
left and right off the tee.
130
Green
yards
does
now.
slope back to front.
No,
So it
80,
pitches nicely towards you,
82
making that
yards.
second shot, if anything, a little easier.
So if we go on that and then that. And then try for the eagle.
Good swing,
Bit of
good shot
backspin.
yet again.
Yeah, that'll do.
Superb shot.
That should be a birdie.
That's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making
Keyword
that one.
in. Should be. Oh my god.
Oh, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Yeah, par.
How on God's earth did we manage to pull that?
Well, not in contention, but in for par.
That puts us down to 36th.
Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting
Par
finish here at Bank
5.
Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just
We
about a
need a
bunker in play
birdie.
for every length of tee shot here. So know
Or an
exactly which
eagle.
one you can carry and exactly which one you
We
can't
need
reach.
at least an eagle. Well, we need at least a birdie,
And from the fairway for his second
possibly
shot.
an eagle. And I sliced it off to the left. We need to bounce left. Yeah, that should be good enough. At least we're still on the fairway.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That's what I want to do. I'm going to put it there. And then I want to hopefully slice it to the left. Which I didn't mean to do.
This hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
Now I've got a
All
long
the
chip.
above, maybe. It's a little
for
bit of a
birdie.
head scratcher. Wasn't that hard a shot?
Balls looks like we're going to get par.
How good was that, Frank?
Well,
From
that's
the
a bit of a
rough?
long way.
That's amazing. That's a
This is
masterclass in
missable.
short game.
Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business.
But that's in for par, so that leaves us 3 under.
And he makes
We
it
avoid the
par.
cut, which is a good thing.
So that
but
is
we
the
are
end of
still
the
10
second round.
shots
I can't
off the
wait to
lead
get
for
back at it
today.
tomorrow, Frank.
We got a great leaderboard right now.
No
We're
doubt
at
that's
Summit
only gonna
Plaza
get
in
fucking
contention.
higher and
Golf
higher.
course, there's enough blend of good and hard holes. Really, it's up for grabs.
I think what I might do is I might play a full round, 18 holes off camera, just to try and fucking grind the XP, you know. Try and get my stats up a little bit, because we are nowhere near the tops. But let's get into day
This is EA Sports
3.
coverage of
Yeah.
the PGA Tour.
And it's still
Today it's
10
live
under.
third round coverage of the Alberta Classic.
6 hole
Frank,
par
you played at the
4.
highest level all over the world. What was a comfortable yardage for you on holes like this?
I actually had a club,
Hopefully
believe it or not, that just the groove
get
zone,
far
it would
enough
go
down,
105 yards.
we
It would
can
go
have
off
an
the
eagle with
sand
that.
line,
This
whether
should
it was
be
out
over
the first cutter
300.
up to the fairway. So if I could hit it around 100 yards, I could almost hit that
298.
distance with my eyes closed. After that, 70
That
yards
should be
was
a
the next one.
decent
So everybody has that little sort of sweet spot with the wedge.
So that
birdie
means on a
attempt.
hole like this, you were looking for something off the tee in the 265 to 270 range, and that would put what club in your hand?
Let's try for
Just
the
in
eagle.
those days, it was a 53-degree sander. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be a decent shout for birdie.
Well, that is a ball striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Get in the hole. Yeah, that's birdie. Good stuff.
Right in
Just
the
what we
heart.
wanted to start the day off. So that puts us up to 4 under. And that puts us up
Well,
to
Frank, this is the
47th
longest
place.
hole on the golf course, 602 yards. Obviously a par 5, though. Guys like
Not what
Rory
we
have to
want,
be
and we're
thinking
aiming
about
for
making
top
an easy
20.
4, getting home in 2.
Yeah, you referenced it. Longest hole on the golf course. Yet Rory Mcilroy still reached it
We've
in
got
two.
3 holes left, so that could theoretically
Got
put us
the
up
measurement
to
out
7.
there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards. Second shot.
If we get birdies every hole, obviously I'm going to aim for
Oh, this is
a
taken off
few
on a weird line.
eagles.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Well,
Neither that
Mr.
a
Ball
bounce.
does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, off, off. and
Let's do
rough.
the 52 and get a bit of...
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Yeah, that should be a good shout for birdie.
From the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole.
Yeah. Let's put it there. Oh,
Frank, that looked good to me. Good try, just
I
didn't
fucked
quite
this
read the
pull
break,
up.
Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem.
Let's
The team
take
cleaning
par.
up here for
excuse my.
Move on.
We need to get these birdies.
Now to hole number 8. It's
down to
another par 3
48.
with some water, Frank. Only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still
Let's try
very
and get it
important.
as
If you can get the
close to
right
the
distance, you
flag.
could perhaps aim 10 or 15
Bit
feet
of
left
forward
of the flag.
spin
You're only
on
going to
it.
have a 10 or 15 foot putt.
Yeah, that'll
So,
do.
just
That should be
think of that
birdie.
water on the right there. You just aim a little further to the left. You can still
Keyword
make birdie.
should be.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than
Now
that.
got lovely stuff. That puts us up to 5 under. up a 38th overall.
Now to hole number 9, 501 yards.
Again.
It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third
We
par
need
5
another
on the front
birdie.
9. You're just going to come through those
One eagle.
sort of shoot of marvellous trees that define
Try
this
and get it
fairway.
towards
Just avoid the
300.
right side.
We're
Something down
not,
the
we
left
should
side
be
is going to open up the
285-ish.
second shot.
286.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway.
Not too bad.
Rich, now's the time to knuckle down. I know things haven't
No.
gone right up to this point, but really, this is where you can still get something out of it. Just give yourself that opportunity. You're good enough.
Lot
Beauty
of
of
forward
golf, Frank. One good
spin.
strike comes off the
Yeah,
center of the
onto
bat.
the
one
green.
good
Oh, and
result,
it's took
and
off.
You begin to feel differently about things.
Shit and shit. Into the
That ball
rough.
nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough.
But yeah,
They're out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
this could be a good eagle. Oh, fucking went to the left.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie.
But
You don't want
should
to
be
let this one
birdie.
get away.
Bit
This
of a
is
swing
about
to the
concentration and focus at this point.
right. Oh, why did that go straight? It was meant to
It
turn to the
just
right.
Slides by. And only a tap in left.
Oh.
Good putt.
Par
Just a
for the
little
last
tap in
hole.
here.
We're getting too many
All right.
pars. I don't like it. I do not like
Frank,
it.
what's a player feeling knowing they have one more round to go and they could have a chance
Say
at
they
making
haven't
a
even
run and
kicked
maybe
off yet, and
win
I'm
this
still
thing?
8
No, it's a
behind.
great feeling, Rich. At this point, really,
Hopefully
it's just
it'll,
about whether you can handle the nerves. You know, everybody up there is going to be feeling
So
it.
that's up in level 27, and we've unlocked quite a lot of equipment items. Our long putting is up to 61, and we jumped overall to 67. So yeah, it says he's up at 18 under, so it's still like 13 behind. Now if we're playing the all 18 holes, we could have a chance. Cause that's only like fucking 13 birdies we've got to get. But let's see. It doesn't give us any more holes, so the computer poured every one of them for us
This is
as we
EA
head into
Sports
the final
coverage of
day.
the PGA Tour.
Yeah, we're still
Today
13
is
behind.
the final round of the Alberta Classic.
We're not gonna win. We are 60. Don't go on the long grass. Yeah, that'll do. We are 68th
So Frank, a perfect
overall.
lie right here, and now this gives him a chance to take the next step,
So-
which is get after this hole location.
Yeah, so many more options now, and basically
We
it's just
need
going
to
to come
get
down to club
more
selection. Now. This
birdies.
is absolutely perfect. This is one where he can get a reward from.
Bit of a long shot, like.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for
Let's
for
try
birdie,
it.
but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
On the
Oh,
way.
oh, yeah, what a fucking shot that was. What a shot that was.
Do that.
That puts us up to 6 under. 63rd
Frank,
overall.
looking out here on the 15th hole, this looks like a spot where you could really crank one that you could tell your buddies about.
It's another hole that
Let's
suits a
try and
player
keep
that hits the
those
ball right
birdies
to left.
rocking.
It's no surprise to see why Rory Mcilroy plays well around here. Nice big high towering draw. It's going to go the
Yeah, that
extra
should be a
yard
good
because of
shot.
the elevation.
He has given
Leaves
this
us
one a full treatment.
152.
Perfect release through the ball. This shot, he is on the
164.
fairway, over 300 yards.
Let's just move it across a little bit. Oh, I've sliced it to the fucking left. Whee! Bouncing to the bunker.
So the second of the par 4
That should
goes
be
back
a,
in, and now we'll have to rely on the
I
short
might
game.
even be able to
But a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes.
birdie this.
See if he does it here.
As long as I get. Oh! Fractions. But we may drop a
Solid
shot
play,
here.
Heart of the green,
So
settles in over the putt.
it's a long putt. But we just sunk that big long one before. So if we go about there. Get in the hole. Oh, a bit harder. That would have
Struggling a
went
bit
in.
with the flat stick.
So we are
And
gonna
a
drop a
here
shot.
at the 15th hole.
We dropped down 5 under.
Frank, it's been that kind of a
Back down to
another
71st
It's not
place,
exactly a small gap
which is a
between,
bit
that player
shite.
there and the rest of the field. That gap's got to feel like the Grand Canyon right now.
Par 4. Yeah. Oh, it's going to go on the fairway. The long grass.
Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next.
289,
Ends
just
up in the
shy
first cut,
at
and he'll have a pretty good look at the whole location from here.
300 yards. Yeah, and I need to spin off to the left. Yeah, it's not a bad shot.
On the green
Gives us
in
a long
regulation.
birdie.
Made par yesterday. This
Oh,
one
that's
for
a bit
birdie.
of a sharp right leg, innit?
You couldn't ask for much more than that.
I'll settle
except
for
to make it.
Even
par
par
leg.
currently.
Easy peasy, getting the hole.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par.
Little ding dung do.
Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you
What's this?
see
2
a hole
holes
today
left.
under 400 yards of par
We've got a
4,
353
you're gonna get a
par
short on your
4.
iron- short- you know you're going to get a short iron in your hand. if you get a
290,
good shot. Just avoid the
291.
bunkers left and right off the tee.
Can't
Green does
complain
slope
about
back
that.
To, back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
Let's try the eagle.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That'll do. Hopefully get it in for the
And that's
birdie.
commercial. On the surface,
Because we
he'll
are in
settle.
70th
Shouldn't be a
place.
problem here, but not a formality either.
I didn't want to be in 70th place. Let's try there. Oh,
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
It
I'm
was time to
absolutely
forget
shit
that
at
one.
putting.
You couldn't hit that much better.
I am, but we'll get par. Head into the last
Always
hole.
love to hear the sound of the bottom of the cup.
Hopefully get a birdie to finish the tournament off
Here we
with.
are at the 18th at Banff Springs,
Par 5.
78-yard par 5. Frank, would you like to finish around with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all
It's
in
not going to
play
be
for various
255.
standards of play. But the reward is if you can
So
pop
we
one
are
down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive.
311 yards.
And from the fairway for his second shot here.
Ah, slice that off to the left. Just avoid the bunker. Yeah, get plenty of roll on it. About 240, I'll be happy. 248. Try and chip it in for you.
Frank, this is
Eagle.
a shot any player would love to have. Trying to finish off a round, par 5 18. What are we looking at?
Well, half the job's done with that tee shot, which was just tremendous, Rich.
Slow down.
Now,
Yeah,
you know,
that'll
really,
do.
it's a big opportunity.
Into
If you can
fairway.
just sort of flush that second shot. It's a big green and a good chance coming up ahead here for an eagle, at least a birdie.
Let's try the birdie. There we go.
Well, how do you like that?
Birdie to finish the tournament off
Just
with.
a phenomenal play right there.
That's still going to put us up with 65th though, isn't it?
Frank, they gave us a great show today.
No, they certainly did. Course played
Overall,
well. You got what you
65th,
deserved out
spot
there.
on.
Some outstanding performances. And for our entire team,
Can't
I'm Rich
complain.
Starter, saying so long for
We're
now.
up to level 28. A few more equipment and apparel items. We have consistency up to 64. And that's that. I think we'll get it. Finish 66 overall. I think we have another bonus to apply as well. I'm sure you unlock a bonus at level 25. So we shall go apply that. And then I think we will call that for today. What's the next event? The International Challenge. Let's go apply our attribute bonus. Is balanced. We don't want balanced. What are we gonna have? We want we'll go for precision. No, because that puts our strength down 3. Let's go for centre cut. And then we have 2 more at 50 and 75. So yeah guys, I'm going to leave the episode here for today. If you liked the video, please smash that like button. If you didn't like the video, please smash that dislike button. And if you are new around here, please don't forget to subscribe. And for today, I shall say adios.